Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. A reminder, if you love detectives, be sure and check out my ebook, All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo, and the sequel, All I Needed to Know I Learned from Dragnet. In it, I examine the history of 7 great fictional detectives and policemen in each volume, as well as lessons that can be learned from their careers. It is available as an ebook or also through an audio book through audible.com or the iTunes store. And you can check out all my books, audiobooks, ebooks, and paperbacks at store.greatdetectives.net. Well, now it's time for today's episode of Boston Blackie. The original air date, June the 18th, 1946. And this one is The Masked Gang Protection Racket.
All right, men, I'll tell you why we're meeting here. What? And why we're all wearing masks.
I think we know, boss.
Yes? Perhaps you do, number one. You're wearing masks and are known to each other by number only because each one of you is wanted by the police for murder. You're all professional killers with a great deal of experience in the trade. And all the best in the business.
We hired to do some killing now, boss?
No, number 8, I hope killing won't be necessary. But if it is, well, I know all of you can be counted on for a good performance. The masks and the numbers will be worn only at these meetings because none of you know the identity of the others. And I think it wise that it remain that way.
Afraid we'll rat on each other, boss?
Men of this profession have been known to inform on their associates before. The masks and number preclude all temptation of that here. You're strangers to each other. Even though we will now all work together, you shall remain strangers.
You say we're going to work together. What's the racket?
I'll come to that in a moment. I first want to make clear just one more thing. You have not been hired by me to kill, but I hired you because you are killers. We want our clients to pay us for our services. We much prefer that. But in the event a client does not want to do business with us, well, you know what to do. Any questions?
Yeah. Why do we have to kill a guy who won't pay?
Are there any other questions?
And now on to Dick Calmer as Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy. Friend to those who have no friend.
Good morning.
Hi. You Ernie Howard?
Yes?
Nice little candy shop you got here.
I like it.
That's good. Guess you'd like it to stay nice, wouldn't you?
Why, yes, Stay nice? What do you mean?
Look, I want $5,000 from you, or this candy shop ain't gonna be so sweet.
I don't understand.
$5,000. Understand that?
Yes?
I want it. Understand that?
Yes, but why do I have to... Oh, I think I understand everything now. Get out! Get out or I'll call the police.
Oh, now what good would that, sir? I haven't done anything. Yet. But I am going to do something if I don't have that $5,000 by this time tomorrow morning.
You can't threaten me.
This has nothing to do with you, pal. It's your wife. We'll kill her.
My wife?
Yeah. Not you. Your wife. Nice little twist, isn't it, huh? Let me tell you something. In case you figure on having the cops here when I come to see you tomorrow. Sure, the cops will get me, but that won't save your wife.
Why not?
Because there's 6 other guys in this with me. 6 other guys who'll go after your wife if anything happens to me, see? And don't think the cops will make me rat on them, because I can't. See, I don't even know who these other guys are or what they look like.
You're lying.
You have a cop here tomorrow morning when I come back to see you, and you'll find out. So, Mac, unless you're tired of your wife, don't go to the cops. Go to the bank.
After he left, I was afraid to go to the police, Blackie, but I thought it was all right to come to you.
It was a good idea to come to me, Howard. What time do you have to give this man the $5,000?
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
All right. Give him the money.
But I don't have $5,000.
You don't? Well, I do. I'll give it to you.
Oh, thank you, Blackie. I'll pay you back every penny of it.
Oh, no, you won't. I'm not giving it to you. I'm just letting you have it to give to this man. If you'll cooperate with me, it may turn out to be the best $5,000 I ever invested.
I'll do anything you say, of course.
Good. All you have to do is to let me hide in the back of your store tomorrow when this man comes to see you. I want to get a look at him. He said he was a member of a gang?
Yes, but he doesn't know the others, and if you hide in my store, there'll be trouble.
Sure there will. Plenty of it. I'm starting a personal gang war. Me against that character and his pals.
Inspector Faraday, I'm Mrs. Ernie Howard.
Well, sit down, Mrs. Howard.
Oh, thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
You can do a lot, Inspector. This morning, a man came to my husband's candy shop and ordered him to pay him $5,000 or I would be killed.
What?
Yes, Inspector. That's exactly what the man said. My husband doesn't know it, but I was in the back of the store at the time, and I heard everything.
Well, I'm glad you did hear everything, Mrs. Howard. This guy probably told your husband not to go to the police, and so he's not coming to us, is he?
No, he isn't. And I don't know where he's going to get the $5,000. We don't have that much.
You don't need that much, Mrs. Howard. In fact, you don't need a cent. All you need is protection, and you've come to the right place for it. I'll see that you're safe and comfortable when I go to your husband's store tomorrow morning. To make somebody else mighty uneasy.
Well, it's 10 minutes to 10, Howard.
No, Blackie, it's 5 minutes to 10.
That guy should show any minute now. Where can I hide and still see everything?
In the back room, Blackie. There's just a curtain for the door.
Good. Where's your wife?
Oh, Blackie, I suppose I should have phoned you and told you about it. When I got back from seeing you yesterday, I received a phone call from my wife. She's at her sister's in the country.
Well, that's a good place for her, right now, especially. Uh-oh. Look who's here. Inspector Faraday.
Blackie, what are you doing here?
Minding my own business, Faraday, so why don't you get out of here and mind yours?
Because my business happens to be right here. You Ernie Howard?
Yes?
Your wife came to me yesterday afternoon with a story about an extortionist demanding $5,000 from her husband, or she'd be killed.
She came to you, but I thought...
Everything you thought is what I told her to make you think. I didn't want you to get excited and think the cops were going to interfere and endanger your wife's life. Now, we're going to... Say, it's 10 o'clock now.
Yes, and you'd better get out of here, Faraday.
Don't give me orders, Blackie. It's 10 o'clock, and you're here. Why?
Why? Because I have to...
Wait a minute. I think I know why. Don't move, Blackie.
Oh, Faraday, put away that gun. You know guns make you nervous.
Yeah? And shakedown guys make me sore. Keep your hands up. Have you already paid him, Howard? Or was he just trying to collect when I walked in?
Pay? Inspector Faraday,
Yeah, I know. I'm wasting time. So I'll search him and find out for myself. I don't blame you for alibying him. You're probably scared stiff.
Faraday, sometimes, like now, you do the dumbest thing.
Hold still. I have to be dumb to catch you with something like this. So, okay, I'm a moron.
You could be if you studied hard enough.
Yeah? Well, look what I just got out of your pocket. A nice fat roll of $100 bills. And just about fat enough to be $5,000.
And that head of yours is just about fat enough to keep me from getting any sense into it, isn't it? Listen, Faraday, there isn't time to explain. It's 2 minutes after 10, and that shakedown guy is going to be here any minute.
He's already here, Blackie. He's you. And he's leaving right now. With me.
Please, Inspector Faraday,
Don't worry about your wife, Howard. She's safe. And once this guy's in jail, she'll stay safe. Come on, Blackie.
All right. Now, let me get my briefcase off this counter.
Since when did you carry a briefcase?
I don't. It belongs to Howard here. But right now, it belongs on your hand.
Hey,
Knock that gun out of it. Like that. Sorry. Got to shut you up, Faraday. With my best pocket handkerchief. Hold me. Hold that cord on the counter, Howard. Quick, while I hold him.
Blackie, but you shouldn't do this. It'll mean trouble.
Yeah. I know it. But as much trouble as if your friend walked in here and found a policeman. Here, he's tied up. Help me take him into the back room. Quick.
All right, I'll take his feet.
Good. Now let's carry him back behind the curtain. Quick.
All right. Easy there. Now, where do you want it?
On the floor here.
All right. There.
Good. Now, get out there in front. Your friend will be here any minute. I'll wait in here.
All right, but I just hope he doesn't.
Hey, wait a minute. You forgot something.
What is it?
Oh, nothing important. Just the $5,000. Here, I just got it out of Faraday's pocket. Give it all to the man.
After I do that, what then?
My friend Mary Wesley is waiting outside in my car. After your friend leaves, I'm going to follow him.
Oh, I see. And then...
All right.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah. Good morning. How's everything?
Fine.
Yeah, fine. Well, that's great. Got the money you owe me?
Yes, here it is.
Oh, good. I'll count it if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
1,000. 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 2,000. 5, 6, 7, 8, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 4,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 5,000. Correct. Thank you. You're a smart guy to pay your debts. See you around.
Yes, I'm afraid so. Blackie, he's gone.
Yes, I got a good look at him, too. I'll see you later, Howard.
Hurry, Blackie, he's getting into a car.
And so am I in a minute. Let's go, Mary.
Okay. I saw a man come out of the candy store just now. Is that the one?
That's the one. He got into that tan coupe up there, and he's pulling away. Let's go after him.
Here we go. And let's hope he doesn't go through any red lights. I'd hate to have to break the law.
I'd like to catch up with him. I'd like to break his jaw.
He isn't driving terribly fast, Blackie.
Nobody realizes he's being followed. He brought us out into the country to try to shake us. Uh-oh, he's speeding up.
Well, we can do the same.
Careful, Mary. This road has a lot of nasty turns.
Yeah, I know, but I can go as fast as our friend in front of it.
Sure. We don't want to lose him. I've got to make him talk about that gang of his. I'd rather lose him than our lives. Hey, he's coming to that bridge, and he's not going to make the turn. Mary, slow down.
I will. Oh, good heavens.
He's on the bridge.
Too late.
Stop the car, Mary.
All right.
Come on. Let's go after him.
I'm right behind you.
Come on.
Whoo! What a smasher. You can hardly tell that's a car.
And our friend is inside there, too.
Oh, look, Blackie, what's in the road here? It's a hotel key.
I'll take that. Only it probably means nothing. Just get this door open. There. Whew. Good thing you're a nurse, Mary. This fellow needs...
A nurse?
No, an undertaker, Mary. He's dead. And so are we. He was our only clue to the extortion gang.
Now, back to Boston Blackie. A gang of extortionists has demanded $5,000 from Ernie Howard, operator of a candy store. The gang threatens to kill Howard's wife unless he pays or if he goes to the police. So Howard goes to Blackie, who gives him the money. After a brief altercation with Faraday in Howard's store, Blackie waits until the money is paid and then follows the extortionist in his car. But in an attempt to escape, the gangster wrecks his car and is killed. As we return to our story, Blackie and Mary are driving back from the scene of the fatal accident.
Too bad that man was killed, Blackie.
Too bad in more ways than one, Mary. He's not only dead, but we've lost our best lead to that gang of extortionists.
Can we find another lead?
I don't know. I hope so. Because until we do, this gang can go right on shaking down storekeepers and maybe killing them, too. You know, I think I'll try the key we found at the accident.
Do you think it's the key to the dead man's room?
Well, we found it just outside the wrecked car. There's a good chance that it's his. It says the Maxwell Hotel.
Where's that?
Down in the lower part of the city. Say, drive me down there, Mary, will you? Then go home and wait to hear from me. This key may open the door that may help me close this case. Mary, this is Blackie.
Oh, hello, Blackie. Find anything in that hotel room?
Plenty, Mary, plenty. In fact, I'm still here.
Why?
Waiting for a phone call.
Oh, darling, why a phone call?
Well, I just think there's going to be one after what I found here.
What have you found?
First of all, a mask and a number.
A mask?
Yeah. In fact, it's a hood. Covers the whole face except for two small holes for the eyes.
Well, what do you suppose that's for?
I don't know exactly. But Howard told me that none of the extortion gang knew each other. It could be they wear masks to their meetings.
Oh, I see. Well, you mentioned a number. At the meeting, they're known only by number?
Yes. And our dead friend was number one.
Oh. Well, what are you going to do?
Well, number one made a collection today, $5,000. Unless he's the boss will either come here or phone here and arrange to get the money. So I'm going to wait here for that call.
Well, all right, Blackie, but be careful, darling.
Sure, I will. Oh, but look, do me a favor right away, will you?
Sure.
Phone Faraday and tell him about the accident out in the country.
What if he's already found out about it?
Well, if he has, tell him not to release the name of the dead man until I say so.
Blackie, what are you up to?
Oh, nothing serious, Mary. Just an impersonation in case the boss calls. And I don't think even I could give a very good impersonation of a man the boss knows is dead.
Oh, I get it. And the boss will have no way of knowing number one is dead if the inspector doesn't release his name.
My, but you're smart. I heard enough of his voice to imitate it. I hope. Well, call Faraday right away, will you?
Oh, sure, right away. And then where can I reach you later?
Right here. Room 928, the Maxwell. Bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello? Carlton?
Yes.
This is me. You know who. Collect from Howard?
Yes?
Good. We're meeting tonight. Bring the money and don't forget to wear your mask.
All right. Where are we meeting? The same place?
Yes, same place.
Think that's smart?
Sure. Why not?
Howard may be yelping now. The heat may be on. Maybe somebody saw us at the old spot. I think we ought to meet at a new place.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
It'd be safer.
Sure. Good idea. Where do you want to meet?
You're the boss, aren't you? You name it.
All right. We'll make it in the empty house at the crossroads of Cheever Lane, 9 o'clock. That's a long drive. You'd better leave right away. All right?
The empty house at the crossroads of Cheever Lane at 9 o'clock. I'll be there.
Faraday speaking.
Inspector Faraday, this is Mary Wesley.
You've got a nerve calling me, Miss Wesley, when your pal Blackie practically kidnapped me today.
Inspector, if he did, it was for your own good. And also, if you don't want Blackie killed, you have to do something for me.
I sure don't want Blackie killed. I want the pleasure of killing him myself.
Listen, Inspector Faraday. There was an auto accident on the Glenmore Road about 11 o'clock this morning. A man was killed.
So what?
So when you get the report, don't release the name of the dead man.
or Blackie will be one too.
What are you talking about?
The dead man is a member of an extortion gang, and Blackie is trying to take his place so he can catch the head man. Now, if the leader knows that his man is dead, Blackie will be in trouble.
You tell Blackie to let the police handle things like this.
Too late, Inspector. Blackie may already have contacted the boss.
Oh, all right. I have to spend all my time getting that guy out of jams. I won't release the name, Miss Wesley.
Oh, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Rollins! Rollins, come in here.
Yes, Inspector?
Rollins, phone the accident bureau. Tell them not to release the name of the man killed in that wreck on the Glenmore Road.
Huh? The accident bureau called here over an hour ago, Inspector, and we released the name to the papers right away.
What?
Well, that's what we always do, Inspector.
I know, but we don't always have Boston Blackie to worry about. Get Mary Wesley on the phone, quick, and get me a squad car right away. Hop in, Miss Wesley. Did you get hold of Blackie?
No, Inspector Faraday. I phoned the Maxwell Hotel as soon as I got your call, but the room didn't answer.
Oh, that's bad. Maxwell Hotel, Rollins. We'll try to pick up Blackie's trail from there. Now turn on that siren.
Yes, sir.
Quiet, men, quiet. Quiet. We're meeting in a new place tonight, thanks to the brilliant judgment of number one. He feels that perhaps our former meeting place might have been spotted. We wouldn't want that.
We make a big haul with our collections, boss.
We'll go into that in a moment, number five.
Well, I got 10,000. 2 stops, 2 collections.
All of the men got at least that much. We're doing quite well, number five.
Hey, look, boss, we always got to wear these masks at these meetings. This is a good setup, only it's creepy.
Oh? You think we ought to wear masks, don't you, number one?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want one of our weaker members in a weaker moment to turn us over to the police, would you, number one?
No?
What's the matter with you, number one? You haven't much to say, and your tongue is usually rather glib.
I don't have much to say.
Why not?
I listen better than I talk.
So it seems. We were more than an hour late in getting this meeting started. You seem to prefer to listen at all that time. What are you listening for, number one?
Nothing. Just listening.
Oh, you must be listening for something.
No, only to hear what you have to say.
You're sure you can hear well?
Yeah.
Sure you feel well?
Why, yeah.
That's amazing, number one. I expected you to be at least a little bit shaken up.
Shaken up? By what?
That accident.
Accident?
Yes. The one in which you were killed.
Killed?
Yes. How does it feel to be dead?
There must be some mistake.
There's no mistake. I heard it on the radio. This meeting was delayed while I went to the morgue to identify your body. I was quite certain you were in no condition to attend this meeting.
Hey, look, boss, if number one is dead, who's this guy?
This guy, number five, is the one who talked to me over the phone as number one several hours after number one was dead. I have a rather strong suspicion he's Boston Blackie. But Boston Blackie or not, he's an imposter. But what do you think we ought to do with imposters? Don't reach for your gun, Blackie. Mine is already in my hand.
So I see.
Good. I asked you a moment ago how it felt to be dead, and you didn't know.
No, I didn't, but I suppose maybe I'm going to in a moment.
Yes, but suppose you take off your mask. I'd like to see whom I'm going to kill.
All right. There.
It is Boston Blackie.
Oh, thanks for the flattery, number five. I didn't know my face was so well known.
Hey, boss, this guy knows about us. Maybe the cops know, too.
I don't think so. Boston Blackie doesn't work with the police. They didn't follow you here, did they, Blackie?
I wouldn't know.
Would you know? You don't have a chance to survive the next 60 seconds?
You're, going to kill me here?
Here. Why not?
No particular reason. I simply imagined that I would die in much more pleasant surroundings.
Turn around.
What for?
Turn around. You're the kind who ought to be shot in the back. Don't reach for your gun, all right?
Hey, it's a cop!
up! The police! Beat it! Okay, Blackie. But you still get it.
Your aim is bad when you're excited.
All right, everybody, stand where you are. Stand where you are.
Hello, Faraday.
Come on, Blackie. You all right?
I'm not only all right, I'm amazed. How did you find me here?
That was easy. Just a little smart investigating, that's all. All right, Ben, get these guys out of here. I don't want to see them again till they're in the lineup without their masks.
Where's Blackie?
Here I am, Mary.
Oh.
And not a scratch on me.
Oh, Blackie, that taxi driver was telling the truth then.
What taxi driver?
Oh, never mind what taxi driver. Let's get out of here.
Oh, I get it now, Faraday. It was a little smart investigating that found me, huh? Why, any 2-year-old could check with the cabs at the stand at the Hotel Maxwell and find out I'd been brought here.
Okay, but does it matter how I found you? I found you, and that's what counts.
You don't know how that does count, Faraday. Next time there's a party in your honor, count me in, because you're the only reason our hooded friends didn't count me out.
Hi, this is Andrew from OTRWesterns.com. I wanted to invite you to come take a look at our site where we put out podcasts of old-time radio westerns. Check us out at OTRWesterns.com. You're listening to The Great Detectives of Old Time Radio with Adam Graham. Now let's get back into the show.
Welcome back. Well, this whole idea seems to have drawn a little bit of inspiration from the Peter Wimsey story we listened to, The Cave of Alibaba, excuse me, with the idea of masked gang with only numbers to identify who's who. We also get another example of Blackie saving Faraday and vice versa. And I had somebody point out a few months back that in real life, Blackie would have gone to jail for assault, for tying up policemen, doing that sort of thing that he gets away with every single week. I think this episode points to why, in particular with the fact that without Blackie, Faraday would have had a lot harder time solving the case and somebody could even have gotten killed. And it's just a lot to admit to in terms of incompetency. Plus, I think, to be honest, that Faraday really is a good guy despite all the bluster. And he wants to get the end result, which is justice done and folks protected. And probably in his heart of hearts, he knows Blackie did the right thing in knocking him out, because he was just not being at all reasonable. But then you have Faraday redeeming himself at the end and saving the day. And even Blackie has to admit that Faraday saved his life, which starts to even the score. I don't think it'll ever get quite even, but it's an interesting dynamic. Not particularly realistic, but for a show with realism, you want to come back in a couple of days. All right, listener comments and feedback, and Joey just simply said, regarding episode 2202, The Old Man Graham Murder, Boston Blackie and Faraday working together. Faraday even got to say the pun at the end of the show. And yeah, it's, like I said, it's a very unique and fun relationship that definitely grows and becomes a lot better than the more stereotypical amateur detective and not so bright police detective. So overall, another good episode, and I thought a pretty convincing plot for the criminals here. Very diabolical. All right, join us back here tomorrow for yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Next Thursday, it's another episode of Boston Blackie. And next Tuesday, be sure and listen for Pat Novak for Hire. In the meantime, send your comments to box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at